Hare Krishna. To be broad-minded means to know that reality is broader than what the mind shows. Some people are narrow-minded, they stick to their opinions and they are just not ready to consider anything apart from their opinions. Some people are broad-minded. They're ready to understand where others are coming from and then accommodate them. So what makes people broad-minded or narrow-minded? For narrow-minded people, their mind is something which they're extremely attached to. And whatever picture of reality their mind shows to them, that is all that they can see. And they can't see anything beyond that. Once their mind forms a particular conception of things, a particular opinion of things, then that is all that they are going to see. But broad-minded people understand that they themselves are finite and their intelligence is finite. Their mind's capacity to perceive and process information is finite. So therefore, they begin by acknowledging that reality is bigger than what their mind can show. The world is broader than what the mind shows. And the world doesn't have to be shrunk to fit into their mind. Rather, they need to expand their mind to understand the breadth of reality. So, how do we do this? By first of all recognizing that the mind is just one path to reality. The mind is not the sole path to reality. And the mind does not give the complete picture of reality. Krishna says that thinking that our mind gives us a sole picture to reality is a characteristic of the mode of ignorance. In the mode of ignorance, when we acquire knowledge, Krishna says, Yattu krutsnavade kasmin karye saktamahaitukam atatvarthavadalpam cha tattamasamudaharatam. Those in the mode of ignorance take one thing to be everything. And they are irrationally attached to their own way of doing things. Atatvarthavad, they do not have the complete picture of things. Alpam cha, and their knowledge is very meager. And such people are in the mode of ignorance. Whereas those in the mode of goodness, they distance themselves from the mind and then they observe. They try to understand, why is a person thinking like this? Why is a person speaking like this? And more we practice bhakti, the more we rise from the lower modes to the higher modes. And that's how we become broad-minded. Ultimately, the best example of broad-mindedness is seen even in enlightened people who have understood the essence of life. Krishna tells in the Bhagavad Gita in the 10th chapter, 8th verse, that those who know him and become devoted to him are Buddha, they are enlightened. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Buddha bhava samanvitaha. They are Buddha because they understood Krishna is the source of everything, the sustainer of everything. But then the next verse it says 10.9, Macchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantasya mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. These people enlightening each other. If they are already enlightened, how can they enlighten each other? Because they understand that Krishna is unlimited, Krishna's glories are unlimited. And therefore, they want to appreciate Krishna from different perspectives. And they understand that Krishna exists not only in isolation from the world, but Krishna also exists by permeating the world. That's why even when they are looking at the world, they have the same broad-minded perspective by which they approach the world. So thus, the more we become conscious of our finiteness and Krishna's infiniteness, then the more we'll move from narrow-mindedness to broad-mindedness. Thank you.